I'm here in Tobago. Previously on where it was 1 degree Fahrenheit, bumpy to the point where I was like, okay, I need to. Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another vlog. We are traveling today, but we are not traveling for work. I am finally able to travel home to Trinidad and Tobago and see my family since I was not able to do it during the holidays. I have a few days off and I'm attempting to do this for the millionth time. Now, the plan was to fly to New York, fly another airline from New York to Port of Spain. Well, that didn't work because it started snowing. So the next plan was to fly to Miami and then from Miami fly another airline to Port of Spain. Well, that didn't work either because the flight canceled because of the snow. So the third plan was to fly to LaGuardia, then from LaGuardia to Toronto, and then Toronto to Port of Spain. And that just seemed like a lot, so I wanted to see if I could find another route, which I did. So I'm flying straight from the DC area to Toronto, and then cross our fingers, I'm taking a late flight tonight from Toronto to Port of Spain. But I would try my best to keep you guys included in this whole travel extravaganza experience because it has been eventful already. So it is 1:42 and my flight leaves at 5:05, but because I'm checking bags, something I'm not used to, I have to get there early, and it's international, so you know you have to show your COVID test and all of that jazz. So I'm ready, waiting to leave, and I will see you guys in the next clip.
I've heard it all. Our conversations got me feeling.
Hey crew, so I just made it through security. It is 3:45. They don't start boarding until 4:40, but I told you guys I wasn't used to checking a bag. Well, my bags, plural, I should say, were both overweight. So I had to do the shuffle of items to try and even out the weight. And that took a little bit of time. Other than that, I don't have much to report back. I'll probably speak to you guys again once I get into Canada and see what the process is of switching terminals, because the terminal that excuse me, this flight comes into is not the terminal that my next flight leaves out of. So we'll have to figure that out. So I'll see you guys in the next clip.
I'm the fool. Like I should have listened when they said that you would treat me like he did.
Hey crew, so it is 9:34. I have changed terminals. I have stood in an extremely long check-in line. I have went through security, and now I am sitting across from my gate. Fun fact, which is not actually a fun fact, but something I'm going to share with you guys, is that I wore these new combat looking boots that I purchased not too long ago, and I haven't broken them in. So they are so painful. I feel like I'm walking around the airport like a goose. Like I look crazy, literally. But I guess after this pain, I will be able to wear them comfortably. This was a bad idea to wear these to walk through an airport. So yeah, I can't wait until I get on the plane to unzip these shoes and put my feet on top of the shoes, because my feet right now are on fire. Boarding doesn't start for like another hour and 20 minutes, I think. I ordered some food to take onto the plane because I've never flown this airline. So I don't know if they offer food, so I wanted to be prepared. So I'll probably speak to you guys again once I get to Trinidad. which is going to be tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Hey crew, so it is many hours later. Technically it's a whole day later, but it is 11:29 local time, which is an hour behind Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, an hour behind Eastern Standard Time, and as I promised, I will come back and speak to you guys. I'm here in Tobago. It was a long process to get here. What time did I start traveling? My flight was at 5:05 p.m. leaving DC, but I got there around 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's been 20 hours. So it's definitely well worth it. I'm so happy that I'm back. I have not been here in 2 years. I'm so excited to see my granny and my family. I'm kind of delirious, so I can't remember what I was going to tell you guys about the flights. But once I chill out and come back to my senses, I will come back and speak to you guys. There should be a vlog that is coming out today, real time, so by the time I edit this vlog, hopefully it's already out, and I will link it right there if I remember. Okay, quick overview before I leave. So let me sit you guys down. So I went from Dulles, Washington Dulles, to Toronto. That's flight number 1. Toronto to Port of Spain, which is Trinidad. That's flight number 2. And then Trinidad to Tobago was my whole journey. The first flight was delayed. I think I told you guys this when I was sitting in the airport waiting for the flight to come to Trinidad. But if I didn't, it doesn't hurt to repeat it. It was delayed, and it didn't affect my connection because I did have a lot of time in between, and actually I had to change terminals. So now getting to the new terminal to check in for the flight to Trinidad, that line was so long. I'm definitely spoiled being a crew member because I'm not used to check-in lines like that, and it was not moving. And there was a lot of workers working, so it wasn't like the reason was behind and not moving was that there was only a few workers. No, they had like 8 to 10 different stations open. But I think because of the weather that came through the north yesterday, a lot of their flights got canceled, so it took a while to rebook these people, and a lot of them were families of 5 and 6 and up people. So yeah, I checked in because of the time. I was concerned that there would be no food to purchase because I've never flown this airline, and I didn't know if they were going to offer food. So I got a sandwich from a place called Tim Hortons, and I brought that with me onto the plane. Now, just a pro tip for me, if you are a crew member or not, I typically, if I'm flying another airline, especially internationally, when I'm flying domestic, I may not do it regularly, but every time I fly internationally on another airline, I like to bring a small gift for the crew, whether that is their van tip. Some people do that. Some people make little goodie bags. I bring chocolates because I feel like you can't go wrong with chocolate, and I make sure they're individually wrapped. So I brought 2 packs of chocolates for the crew, and I handed that to them, and luckily, not based off of me giving them the chocolates, but I was upgraded. So I got an upgraded seat to come here, which was nice because I did sleep fairly good, as best as I could on a plane. And yeah, so I've been up over 24 hours at this point because yesterday I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning to try and start my journey here, which was a whole nother route. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. I am going to try and export and upload my last working vlog before being here, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Okay, really quickly, I remembered one of the things that I was supposed to tell you. I still haven't napped, but it popped back into my head. So I think I said this to you guys, but I was wearing these new shoes yesterday because I had to dress warm going to Canada, and it was pretty cold leaving DC. And walking through the airport and everything, it started to become so painful to the point where I was contemplating walking through the airport in my socks. So I developed a bruise. If you hear background noise, my granny's watching the news. But I developed a bruise on my foot. I'll show you one foot to show you how bad it looks. So yeah, I'm dealing with the aftermath of that. But for real now, I will see you guys in the next clip. Good morning. Please excuse the fan because it's gonna stay on. There's no air conditioning here, and in order for me to stay cool, I need the fan. So it is the next day. I got the well-needed rest that I required, and I feel like I need to come back and clear up. If I don't do it now, hopefully editing me will do it in the blabbering that I did in yesterday's information about the whole journey here. I don't think much is going to happen today, so I won't be taking you guys around anywhere today, but tomorrow definitely when I go into town with either my granny or my uncle, I will try my best to show you guys what I see so it feels like you're there. So that's about it. If I do anything this evening, I will most definitely try my best to vlog for you guys, but other than that, I'm about to eat dinner, well, lunch, excuse me, with my granny and relax. So I will see you guys in the next clip. Oh, and if you hear background music, it's my granny listening to music. So for real this time, see you in the next clip. It is obviously the next day, and today we are baking bread with my granny, so I thought I would just share a little bit of that with you guys once we start. So I'll see you in the next clip. Why do you have to do this?
Well, in case the flour has anything, you know, in it, you sieve it out. Sometimes you have little grainy things or whatever, so the modern people don't do this, you know, but this is our old tradition. So that is why we have these sievers. So you sieve your flour.
Alright, so as we just saw in the B-roll, the bread is finished and it is now time for me to taste test it. I'm not eating this whole loaf by myself, probably, maybe, who knows. But I wish I was here when it first came out the oven, because that's the best type of bread. Like, my mouth is even watering right now thinking about fresh bread with butter and cheese. chef's kiss. So here's the first piece. Good. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Good morning, crew. It is a few days later after me last speaking to you, but today we are going on an island tour. I feel like I haven't shown you guys much, so today you would definitely get to see not all, but part of the island of Tobago. So stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next clip. Hey crew, so it is the next day after the island tour, which I hope I put in some good clips for you guys to see, but I wanted to share with you guys one snack that I really love to eat here, and that's these spicy cheese tortillas. They're kind of similar to Doritos, but I personally think that they're better than Doritos. But then I saw this in the grocery, mini churros original. So I said, why not try it like I did when I was in Toronto and tried those ketchup chips that were not nice. So this is what it looks like. It tastes like a air fried sweet chip. It doesn't taste like a churro to me though. I wanted to come on and say my trip is coming to an end, so I don't know if I'll vlog anything else, but if I do, you'll see it in the next clip. Hey crew, it is Future editing me, and I just wanted to come on and say while I wasn't able to show you everything that I had planned on showing while back in Tobago, as you guys know what's going on in the world, there are different restrictions in place to limit the spread of this panorama, and because of that, certain things were not easily accessible and, you know, things of that sort. So I hope you do enjoy the little snippet of Tobago that I was able to show you, and hopefully I will be back soon to show you guys more. So as always, if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon.